An interesting health fact. Did you know sliced lime can be used for underarm smell and sweat? Just apply it after your shower. It can be used for about a week if you store it in the fridge. Now let's move to the topic. Japanese people are some of the healthiest people on the planet due to their particular lifestyle. So what exactly is it that Japanese people do to stay so skinny? Japanese people are naturally very slim due to their food being properly portioned and their active lifestyle. Unlike many other countries, the Japanese commute requires a lot of walking and high activity, which promotes a slimmer physique. In this video, we will be covering 5 tips that will teach you how you can learn from the Japanese lifestyle in your weight loss journey. Number 1. Understand how many calories are in the Japanese diet. Japanese diets are high in protein and contain light sauces, which makes their meals lower in calorie and better for body composition. On average, the typical Japanese person consumes less than 2000 calories per day, which is significantly less than the average American, which is around 3000 or more calories. You may be wondering, why is it important to eat protein when you are trying to lose weight? Protein is the best micronutrient to increase when you are dieting, because it has the nutrients that help you retain muscle and keep you satiated throughout the day. Japanese dishes contain a lot of seafood, which is one of the best sources of proteins that gives you plenty of energy and is absolutely delicious. The most important thing to remember is to stay consistent with your weight loss journey and to be extremely patient. Number 2. How many calories do Japanese people burn in a day? The biggest difference we see in their daily life is that Japanese people heavily rely on walking. As a result, their daily activity is much higher than the average person, who either works at an office job or drives a car to work. On average, a Japanese person over the age of 15-year-old walks around 7,400 steps a day, whereas Americans only walk around 5,000 steps. This means that on average, Japanese people burn an additional 100 calories just from walking alone. Try dedicating 20 to 30 minutes a day to go on an active walk to increase the amount of overall exercise that you do throughout the day. Number 3. What kind of foods are in the Japanese diet? The Japanese diet usually contains some sort of light serving of grains like rice and is often paired with a large amount of fruits and vegetables. These vegetables are often steamed or boiled, which makes it a lot of healthier and eliminates any unnecessary oils. Their dishes also contain plenty of proteins from fish and meats and are relatively low in excess fat. There are several great options that you can incorporate in your diet, but remember that portion size is key to making you successful in your weight loss journey. Number 4. Healthiest Japanese food for staying slim. You may be wondering which Japanese foods are high in protein and how they are able to incorporate protein into every meal. The typical Japanese meal contains rice, miso soup, salmon, and a couple pickled side dishes. If you are trying to lose weight, this sounds like a huge meal. But in reality, these are light foods that are great to eat for your breakfast. Fibrous foods are another important nutrient that keep you full and helps you with your digestion. Foods high in fiber are usually vegetables, which are low-calorie options that not only pair really well with other dishes but are optimal to add into your diet. Number 5. Delicious low-calorie Japanese food for staying slim. If you have seen bento boxes filled with the delicious arrangement of food, you can instantly recognize it as a Japanese lunch. A typical bento box usually contains rice, an assortment of vegetables, eggs, and a lean source of meat. Choosing the right source of meat for your bento box is crucial. Adding lean sources of meat like chicken breast, tuna, or lean beef adds a good amount of protein into your meal, which keeps you full. Reduce the amount of dipping sauce you use for your meats or sauces low in calorie. Soya sauce is a great sauce that is low in calories and also has some protein in it as well. Remember, although nutrition is a huge factor that influences weight loss, it is important to pair this journey with exercise as well.